Good morning from MWC 2025. I'm here together with Fabio Pigo, CEO of Rapido. Hello, nice to meet you.
Hi, Akin. Good to meet you too.
You recently launched or revealed a partnership with Perception TV. Can you tell us a bit more and what's all about?
Yeah, thanks for the question. Well, it's an exciting partnership, so to speak. You know, we met with my co-founders and the leadership team at Perception, and when bouncing off ideas and plans, we found there was room for this new, fantastic next generation app. Hopefully, that we are about to launch soon in the market called Rapido, or Rapido actually is the pronunciation originally, which is nickname for fast, as you know. That's going to be our main business model, and and it came natural. There was a great fit between the two companies, and Perception has got this fantastic tech stack, which is really, I would say, a hidden gem. You know, you don't find in the market at this level of company size, technology of that nature. And we strongly thought with my co-founders that was the right thing to do. So the next step was natural and obvious. So we are proud at Rapido to be powered by Perception. Yeah.
So you see it as a kind of accelerator for both sides?
Definitely, because Perception was historically a company focused on the B2B side of things. They still are, and they've got strong proposition, from their side of things, in terms of platform as a service offerings and other, very high value propositions. And from our side of things, it was a very advantageous strategic opportunity because what they have, it's a fantastic piece of tech that by design fits absolutely greatly with our strategy. So it's exciting. As you know, streaming, it's a big opportunity space, but also there are great and admirable and very highly reputable companies already out there. So we are also to find out how we can get our own, little piece of the pie, how we can get an edge, and hopefully, I think we got that. We're positioning the app as a next generation app, starting off with live TV channels and video on demand, which we're going to position as slightly different offering than others. But then there's new and more exciting things to come next. So
that's interesting.
Yeah.
So what are you showcasing here at MWC?
MWC, it's for us probably the first opportunity to really start unveiling what this is all about. The reason why we are at the show is mostly to try and engage with go-to-market partners, and we're having many exciting conversations. The natural fit there is to talk to most of the telcos, the MVNOs, MVNEs, etc., because that could help us accelerate the go-to-market route. And from the telco side of things, I think we got an exciting proposition because it's entirely risk-free, ready to go, kind of out-of-the-box proposition. They can take our app as it stands, add it to their portfolio of offerings. So it's a value-add proposition that is immediately scalable, basically.
So when we look, for example, at the African continent, which is a mobile-first continent, we have some issues with low bandwidth environment, obviously. So how is Rapido optimized for such, let's say, environmental challenges?
Yeah, thanks. That's a great question. And that's where I think we have an edge as well. Because basically, the technology is by design adaptable to the multi-rate, stream rate. So basically, it adapts to whatever the bandwidth is in each location. So it's a mobile-first type design, yes.
Okay. So when you look at your proposition, just from a business model perspective, are there any specifics where you say, look, that's quite different to, let's say, more developed markets like Europe versus emerging markets like Africa?
I would say so. So let's say at the very beginning, we're not going to reinvent the wheel from a business standpoint, or business model standpoint, rather, because we're going to offer, first of all, as I said, it's fast, so free advertising streaming backed television, which means from a user standpoint, it's completely free to access, right? And it's backed by ads, basically. And then later in the future, we're going to offer subscriptions as well. So nothing new on that front, I would say. But the advantage for telco partners is that they have something that is immediately scalable, if they add it to their offerings. In terms of future plans, yes, I'm not going to reveal everything now, but we think we can bring also additional interesting things because we're not going to stop just with live TV channels and video on demand. There's more exciting things to come, like gaming and other things. So it's truly, what most people in tech jargon would define as super app. That's how it has been designed. The idea is to provide a single point of entry for the next generation for the entire entertainment. So that's what it really is. So hopefully next year at MWC you'll ask me again this question and I will have more news for you.
That's good. I just would like to touch base about, so you mentioned earlier there are a lot of streaming players in the market, but we also see, for example, in Africa, that in a lot of countries you see that local content is king as well. So people looking for local content, looking how they can access local content. Would you say that solutions like you offering are probably the easiest way to enter such markets?
Absolutely. That's kind of a no-brainer. If you think about it, we ultimately want to be global with our plan. But the only way to do it is to be local. We have to adapt to the local markets, and it's no-brainer that you have to not only pick the local languages, but also the right cultural fit, I would say, in terms of the content you're offering. Also, what we are planning to do is basically to offer a mixture of international content, also in each country. So there will be some English channels broadcasting on the app, as well as specific country level offerings. So we hope that we can attract the new generations who clearly, are also comfortable with, international languages, as well as offering, very, very specific content too. So that's the way to go. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. Thanks for your time.
It's been a pleasure.
Interesting conversation.
Thank you. Pleasure to meet you.
There was Tech Africa News from MWC 2025. You can find more on techafricanews.com.